everybody. So today in math, we are dividing by 8. Our essential question says, what strategies can you use to divide by 8? We just went over 6 different strategies that you can use for division. This one is making a model, which is like drawing a picture or making an array. So let's look at this question and then unlock the problem. It says, at Stephen's camping store, firewood is sold in bundles of 8 logs. He has 32 logs to put in bundles. How many bundles of firewood can he make? So I understood all the words. Let me read it again to make sure that I understand what my important information is. Over here I have a little question in the blue box that says, what will Stephen do with the 32 logs? So I need to make sure I'm thinking about that as I'm reading. So here we go. At Stephen's camping store, firewood is sold in bundles of 8 logs. He has 32 logs to put into bundles. How many bundles of firewood can he make? So what's Stephen going to do with his logs? Well, he's going to put them into bundles. How many logs are in each bundles? 8 logs. He will put them in bundles of 8 logs each. All right, so that's what I need to make sure I'm thinking about. He's got 32 logs, and they're going in 8 log bundles. All right, so let's make a model. We can write a division equation to show how many rows of 8 are in 32. I can do that by first making my rows. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. And then if I count out my tiles, there will be 32 tiles here. Okay, so 32 is my dividend, right? 8 is my divisor. That means that this number right here is my quotient, 4, right? There's 4 in each row. So we've looked at our array. We've counted our total number of tiles. How many tiles are there in each row? There are 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles in each row. So show the above array on a grid by shading the squares to record the tiles. You're going to be doing this a little later in your graded practice, so let's show it now. So I need to make sure that I have 8 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 4 tiles across. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do that, then I know exactly what needs to be shaded. Then I can shade big to get the rest of it. Let's see if turning on the light will help. No, it does not. All right, I have some weird lights today. So here's my shaded grid. Okay, so how many rows of squares did we shade? Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. How many in each row? 4. Why did I do that? Why did I do 4 in each row of 8? Well, because just like in my array, I have 8 rows of 4 tiles each. So that's the same thing I'm going to shade in my grid. It's just like making an array, you just don't fill in all of the squares on the grid. So Stephen can make 4 bundles of firewood. So let's write our equation. I start with my dividend, which is 32. Then I use my divisor, which is my 8 logs. And then my bundles, which is my question. How many bundles can he make? 4 bundles of firewood. Okay? That is how a grid works. So making a model. It's like making an array, but you have extra squares left over. Another way that we could use to do this division problem, 32 divided by 8 equals 4, is to use related multiplication facts. That is our fact family. So draw that triangle. 32 is my dividend. 8 is my divisor. So 8 is one of my factors in multiplication. 8 times what equals 32? 8 times 4. So if I can use this for multiplication, I can also use it for division. So 32 divided by 8, 4 is my leftover number. Or I could write it 32 divided by 8 equals 4. All right, so 4 is my missing fact family member. Okay, go ahead and watch the slide or watch the video on the next slide in your class kick pages. We have just reviewed fact families and making a model and using an array. All of these are strategies that you can use to divide by 8. Check out the share and show on the next slide.